Happy Tuesday. So, um, if you are in the group chat, or maybe you haven't looked in the group chat, life can be hard. And sometimes there's stuff that happens that's out of control. And I wanna talk about my business. I wanna talk about how I work through it and what I do during these really hard times, especially if it's like health stuff, um, or family related. Those are the big things that always obviously come first for me. And so background stuff has been happening and stuff that I can't control, Mother Nature at its finest. I've got a family member who's pretty old and been sick for a while. And it's just, we don't know. There's stuff that's going on. There's tests that are being done. And of course, that creates like family stuff of what to do next and who gets involved. And unfortunately, um, I'm not even going to sugarcoat this. Families can be super dysfunctional. And mine is nothing short of that. It's a blessing, and it's also something that I've struggled with. But it is also who and what has made me who I am today. So I got to take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? Like, I can't blame all my shit on my family when I think a lot of good came out of it with me as a person. So I talk a lot about mindset with you guys, and it's super, super important to just keep yourself first away from negative mindsets or things that make you feel kind of icky on the inside. Start to take notice to that stuff, and you're going to kind of get a feel for what's going on around you. So there's certain people in my life who I didn't really know beforehand, but you talk to them and it's constantly a complaint or an excuse, or it's just not a happy topic always. And the other people, that you surround yourself with, instead of like, okay, lifting, I had somebody today have a family member do something cruel and poke fun at their business. And in my opinion, that makes me feel sad for them. Not just the person who was made fun of, obviously, like that really makes me mad, but it makes me feel sad for the other person as well, because if they feel the need to sink that low to make them feel better on the inside at the end of the day, like there's a lot of stuff going on in your head then, man. Like there's a lot bigger fish to fry than somebody posting on Facebook to bring money in for home. Like, it's so crazy to me because people don't bitch about a normal 9 to 5 unless they're like literally bitching about it. They're just complaining about the hours. They're complaining about their boss, their coworkers, and we're all okay to chime in on that. But when somebody does something different, we just poke fun until they give up. And like, I can't stand that. You were meant and built to be resilient. Nobody said that this life was going to be easy. Nobody said that everybody was going to like you. Nobody said that everybody had to like you or understand your vision for your business or your future or your dreams, whatever the case may be. If you don't feel like you fit in with that crowd, or you feel like you've got bigger goals, it's okay for you to part ways with people, and it's okay to love people at a distance. That was my big thing, is like I'm very close with my family, or I was very, very, very close. I didn't want them to think that I wasn't speaking to them because I didn't want to, like, I didn't love them, because that's not it. I love them, but it's toxic, and I feel like I'm not going anywhere except staying in this small, crummy little town for the rest of my life, to grow up and be the same way that they are towards their parents. And I just want to break the cycle. I want to break the cycle. I don't want to be that person. I really see like crazy stuff, like going on stage, having a mic in my hand and talking to thousands of people, either giving them words of motivation or I don't know. I don't know. I know that my business, it's starting here and it's getting me to a place personally, like a good spot. My internet connection is unstable, so I'm sorry if this goes out. Hopefully we're good. But I was in such a bad place when I first started my business. I was in postpartum depression. If you don't know, like, you'll see my Facebook and I have a lot of happy stuff. And I'm so grateful for the life that I have right now. I've got a baby that he's so smart. He's smart, he's funny, he's just perfect the way God made him. And like I tell him that every day, no matter what. I know that we were all made and we have flaws and shit that's like in our closet that we don't want other people to know about. And we're scared to, like, me personally was afraid to get out and meet and greet the rest of the world because I wasn't sure if I was worthy of their friendship or their love. And I want to tell you all, it doesn't matter. You don't need it. You don't need their love. You don't need their validation. You don't need any of that. Okay, you already have it from the universe, from people like me, your vibe, your tribe. Like, I will be your number one fan telling you to do whatever you want that sets your heart on fire. Okay, that gives you the butterflies, that gives you the good feels, and you just know that you're in the right direction and you're there at the right time and you're just going with what you can. And yeah, it may be scary and other people think that you're a little crazy sometimes, or they just don't get it. I don't care. Like, I had somebody tell me today, they don't understand what I do for a living. They think I post on social media for attention, y'all. And it kills me because I'm so real on social media that, like, I get nervous to not talk about stuff. Like, not sharing this whole stuff with my family, I feel like I'm hiding away when I'm not trying to. I want to talk about it because I know that there are other people who go through the same shit. And I can tell you that you gotta get over it. Like, even if not for them, but for yourself and your sanity at the end of the day. You don't need all that. And I just, too many people didn't believe in me. And this one person wants to, like, tell me again that they don't have a Facebook because they got a life. Like, I could have been offended. I could have felt like it was a jab. And instead, I felt sorry for her. I felt so sorry for her because this woman has money. She goes on vacation all the time, the stuff that I dream about. But inside, she is not a nice person. She is not a nice person to be around, and I don't want to be like her at all. I don't want to be that unhappy. I don't want to let my baggage continue on for years to come. Like, for real. It's like shit that happened 30 years ago. My family's so crazy. And sometimes we don't even know that we're trying to break those chains. I didn't know any of that stuff until I started with this business, and I started meeting people who weren't like me, who were different, okay? And when I grew up, like, I was taught that I was weird and I was different and that was a bad thing. I was told not to talk so loud. And now I have other people telling me, please do so, because it gives me inspiration at the end of the day. Because it makes me not cry or feel weird or like crazy when this shit happens to me too. Like, that's worth it, man. Like, sharing my struggles is so worth it for that. How I get through it is a lot of self-development, and I pray a lot, and I've dove into my beliefs, whatever you want. If it, like, I didn't start here. I didn't start with a Bible in my hand. I started with Tony Robbins, with Les Brown, with music. I'm a big, like, I took classes a while ago, so I knew about music therapy and art therapy. So I will tell you, it's very important. You can just kind of, it's just about staying in tune with like how something makes you feel. If something doesn't give you a good vibe or gives you something sketchy or you just don't feel like it's for you, work your way around it. Like, also, I don't know how to explain this too. There's a difference between being uncomfortable and then there's like being put in a situation where it's just negative and it's toxic and it's like life draining. It's so hard. We get caught up in it, especially like social media is hard. Like, I go through and I see such negative posts. I've now cleaned out a lot of my Facebook friends. If I see one post, even if you're a distributor of mine and I see just crap, I can't follow you because it will hurt me too. It will. I will soak right into that. I know that I'm that personality, and that's the thing. You got to know yourself. Figure out yourself through this journey, whether it's, I write a lot. I write a lot about like plans I have, my goals. I write on the mirrors in the house because I know what I need to hear at the end of the day. I need to be my number one fan. I can't rely on my husband to be there every time I want to cry or be upset because somebody was a turd online. I need to build myself up because I was made resilient. I've been through worse. Like, I really feel that way. I have been through worse. This ain't nothing, okay? Like, I think a lot of us have been through a lot worse than some douchebag online who doesn't understand social media, or some lady who's like 50 years old and has never even used Facebook trying to give me tips on how to run a social media business. You know what I mean? Like, you can't look at your surroundings and who you kind of associate with and who you talk to every day and look at their life. Are they happy? Are they happy? Nah, I don't know. I'm doing a training, honey. My husband's here. So lately, with me having to run to the hospital, I've been doing a combination of messaging and phone calls and voice chats, literally whatever I can to keep growing my market. I'm trying to dive into new teachings of different people in network marketing to kind of get a feel for it. But I also want to just do my own thing at the end of the day and failing forward. Failing forward. So sometimes I don't copy and paste messages when I have conversations. So I may send a message out to somebody, but once they start talking to me and we have like a conversation, it's a pretty normal flow. And it's simple to the one-on-one conversation. I tell them what I'm doing. I offer them, the chance to make some money or maybe be a customer because we have awesome monthly subscription boxes. Like, if you actually switch the wording up, I've noticed that it works. It's so crazy. And you just got to play around with it. And I don't need to give you my scripts. You guys can do this. All the tools are given to you. It's just finding your own groove and making it work for you. I can't, like, my schedule is going to be different from your schedule. I focus a lot on when Wade's sleeping. And then, like, today in the parking lot at the hospital, I sent out some messages. I have to respond. So tonight I'm going to respond. Hopefully I can get them on Facebook and I can do some voice chats. I love voice chat. It's super easy for me during the day, hence why a lot of you guys hear from me that way. Guess what? I utilize it. I'm building a business that way. It is like I'm still enrolling through this whole chaotic mess. And if something is really hard and really bad and it's like eating at me or something dire has happened, I will take, if I have to, a day from my business. But I can't honestly tell you that I've ever not posted, messaged, follow up, or added friends, no matter what. Like, even if the shit got hard, because my why is so important. Like whatever your why is, you got to know why you're doing this. My why is literally rent and food on the table. I can't afford to not work my business. It means time with my baby, and my baby is what keeps me sane. The best thing that I ever did for myself was quitting that 9 to 5 corporate America job to be a stay-at-home mom and following that dream. Because now I feel like I'm kind of figuring out who I am as a person. I am successful in a business entirely ran from my phone that others like they can do and they envy, and I want everybody to hop on board. I really do. And I know what we have to offer here. Be confident in yourself. We have such a strong team. We really do. And I have such passion for all of this. If you guys ever like talk to me super early in the morning, it's like right after I do my self-development, I'm like writing out my posts for the day because I take notes and then I write like kind of as I'm going, because that's how it works for me. It could take me 2 hours of just sitting there to write a post because I have like post anxiety. I'm always afraid to offend one person or this person or that person, so I have to say it just perfectly right, and I can't copy this person's post. It's crazy. So what I do is I take notes throughout the day, and then I make it into one. It's just like a creative writing course. You know, you do the old school bubbles of ideas, and then put it into writing form of paragraphs. So that's what I do for my posts. And sometimes like I'll plan out like the day before, and every Sunday I still plan out my days and my weeks, and I have a list growing. I always make sure that my potentials list is growing. I filled out Jade's packet entirely with my goals, so I'm super excited for the future. And guys, if I can tell you anything for your business or for the future of your business, budget, save up, do what you can for an event, even if you don't really know how to do it like from the get-go. Go to one. I went to conference and I went diamond that month in less than 28 days. In less than 28 days, y'all, and I was so behind. I needed so much volume and I needed people. I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know. And it like magical. I enrolled I wanna say 9 or 10 Fit 30s within like 10 days. It was crazy. And I just kept booking it. Like I didn't care. I made mistakes. I actually copy and pasted somebody else's message, which was so stupid. And guess what? It got caught. That can happen. So hence why you always switch up your messages and why I don't do a lot of copy and paste anymore. So, but you learn, right? And I learned. I didn't say I quit. Like it would just kind of I didn't even like worry about the sting. I just kind of laughed about it and joked and sang it out. That's what I do because that makes me feel better. I like to sing. I like to dance. I like to hang out with my baby. So I hung out with my baby. And then I reminded myself that like we make mistakes. People are going to love us for who we are, and the ones that are meant to be on our teams or, you know, as customers, in our lives in general, like they will come across. I believe in that. I really do. Timing is kind of everything. Don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever not be consistent just because your feelings could overrun you. I'm like, I totally understand that. So what else did I want to talk about tonight? Sarah's virtual wrap party is up. So, and I believe she posted it in the Ready to Run group, so you guys can add yourself and your potentials. I started doing that. Focus a lot on, I'm getting really good response from Instagram stories. I was having trouble with polls, Brittany. I think that you were too. I was having a lot of trouble with polls, so I uninstalled for a second time today, and it worked. I just re-downloaded it again and it worked today. Now everything's been normal, so fingers crossed. I don't know. I also haven't been running my like apps in the background. I'm still pretty hesitant about Captivate. I don't know. You're still having problems? I tried to Google it too for you. Not finding a whole lot. Are you using any third-party apps like Cleaner, Followers, or Unfollowers, or UN? I don't know, whatever. No. I don't know. I'll keep digging. Hopefully we'll find an answer. Instagram has been kind of a pain in the heart, but you do what you can. And also, people are still doing hosted posts. Like if you were listening on the Show Me the Money call. I think I totally screwed that up. But if you heard on Monday, the Show Me the Money call, they were talking about hosted posts. They were also talking about Cricut. Is it Cricut? Did I say that right? No, I don't think I did. Connect. I'm just tired. It's fine. Yeah. Okay, so my Wi-Fi, I have not been able to actually get it to update, which makes me so sad because I heard that this feature is amazing. A few other girls on the team have been using it, and they've been able to like send a quick text to all of their LCs and all of their DTs if they want to, or even like your best friend. You can send a text message to your best friend through the apps, and they won't even know. So I was thinking about testing it out, but my thing won't update. So that's kind of been my problem. I really need a new phone. I've overworked this to the bone. So that could be also why it's not working for me. But I've heard it's awesome. Just goes through the It Works Office app, by the way. Are you trying to block them, period, or are you trying to just block them from the one video? Okay, so Brittany asked a question for the recording. I have a question. Can you block someone from a live Facebook video? From just the one video? I think you can, but I don't think you can until after. Oh, so it's live. Yeah. Let me do some digging. I've never had. Is somebody giving you a hard time? I'll ask though. I'll ask the Diamonds and Above chat. They might know. Facebook Lab. Can you block a specific person from viewing? Okay, so I asked the Diamonds and Above. We'll see. Hopefully somebody has an answer for me. I'm hoping maybe Allie Frazier knows. She's like the live queen. So we have the party tomorrow. Yes, message me. Party tomorrow. Sarah's training's on Thursday. That's about it. Oh, and we have like a really good deal going on. Did anybody see? It's buy 2 hair, skin, and nails, and you get the lip and eye cream, which I love. I love the lip and eye cream. So I have to do a post about that, actually. I have the post written out. Just need to get a picture. Ooh, I have an idea. I love when that happens. So also, I found a really nice app that I like for pictures if you guys want for an editing. It's called Lightroom. Hold up, CC, I think. Lightroom CC. And you can, okay, so what you can do, I can download and I can teach you how to. It's super easy. You can download quote unquote like presets, so like filters for your pictures, and it'll automatically do it, and then you can adjust like the colors a little bit. I don't know. I'm having so much fun with it. I figured maybe some artsy fartsy people on here would like it too. And I've also, if you, Unfold has been a newer app that I like. I'll write that one down too. It's for Instagram stories. And yeah, so podcast, Girl Wash Your Face has been like, I love that one right now. I'm reading that every morning while I take a shower. That way I'm actually focusing on the read or the audible. And does anybody else have any more questions? I'm trying to think if I'm missing something. I don't think so. And I hope this helped you guys. But if nobody's got any more questions, I will talk to you guys later. But you have a good night. Bye.